Hello, hi, how are you today? In this video, I want to talk to you about how the energy is pushing you to deal with things, really deep things that need healing. So, when I talk about universal and cosmic energies, that's the time you're in. This is going to continue until the year 2028 because not everyone's going to address it this year. It's part of the reason you see all of the crazy crap in the world. Mentalities, and I'm talking about mob mentality, martyr mentality, war mentality, deprivation mentality, desert mentality, us against them mentality, all kinds of stuff. Because where does this originate from? It originates from the deep past. It originates from, huge cataclysms that forced migrations. It actually goes to your cosmic level where you actually moved. Now, one of the shows I used to watch when I was a kid was Battlestar Galactica, and the story horrified me. It wasn't until almost a decade later I was able to understand, like, why. Because part of the backstory was the people, things had happened to their planet and they couldn't live on that planet anymore. They had been attacked and they kept trying to get to another habitable planet. Meanwhile, the machines were getting them, right? And they were getting tracked. Now, this story got darker and darker, but it was dark enough for me as a kid. For some of you, that's your backstory. You don't remember it because what you have is the emotional content. Emotional content cannot be simply alleviated with tapping. It takes some really deep psyche work. It takes getting in and actually removing it, which is my specialty, through past life work, through psyche work, through my webinars. There's a reason for that. It didn't all go in at once. It's been repeated and repeated. This is the cosmic karma that's been repeated. This is why cosmic soulmates will feel like something to you and it doesn't quite work out. They're not just karmic soulmates, they are cosmic karmic soulmates. And it's bad. It goes deep. It runs deep. They could have been your lover at some place in the cosmos and then somehow they murdered you. A lot of people's backstory has to do with their demise. And yet I'm here to remove it. And your own living here right now at this time on this planet, you're right here in River City so that you could do this. There's also things to know about when you reincarnate. Okay, is this your incarnation to do this? Yes, that was your plan, but you got to do it. Okay, so like the promise you make yourself up here before you come into your little baby body, you have to move forward on that. We're in a time where a lot of the stuff in the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind, things you're unconsciously fearful of. It could be someone's appearance, it could be racism, it could be sexism, it could be things against your parents. It could feel like you've been poisoned or made to live in a toxic environment somehow, enslaved. These are really deep things. Enslavement mentality. Okay, and I don't mean people who enslave themselves, like stay stuck in a bad marriage. I'm talking about really bad stuff. So bad that some people can't even hear the truth of it. But that's okay. They don't need to. They just need to heal it. When it comes up, when it makes you feel weird, icky, feel lonely, desolate, things like that. These are not things I wish upon someone. I wouldn't wish some of this on my worst enemy, just like some of you wouldn't. But it really takes a multidimensional healer to do it. Okay, you're not going to do it with other techniques other than to use the body, the brand new light body. So the process is removal, adjustment, and up-leveling. Expand by up-leveling, I mean you're expanding the brand new light body, which lifts you up and you ascend. Hence the Twin Flame Ascension. This is also two people. What happened to your twin happened to you too. And what happened to you happened to your twin too. How are you going to fix it? Well, it's not by showing up in 5 years. You can do it right now. You can work on your light body right now with yourself, with me, and get her done. Okay, like that's what I recommend. Start getting these things done. By opening and expanding your light body, you naturally create channels. There are things that people say in their sessions that may not reveal everything to them, but it opens up for me like a scene. We can talk about what it is, what happened. For example, why would people be born in a certain race? Well, some of those people are actually part of the larger healing of a collective. You could say it's part of the collective mission. It is their soul task. They agreed to it. It's part of their color race directive. But yet it may not be clear. It may not be something where you get the details on how do you do this, just how do you do it. It starts with you. It starts with you as an individual, getting your light body open, then the pieces start falling into place. These are very deep waters of the psyche and of the soul that we're in right now. There is a physical, material aspect to it. And I'm here to tell you that as sick as the world looks, it's going to get worse. Okay, it's going to get worse before it gets better. You're going to have a lot of times where you scratch your head. Some of that is going to be about mentalities of corruption, mentalities of negligence, mentalities of just apathy. Like, I just don't care. I don't care what happens, people. I don't care what happens to this group of people. I don't care about my people. I don't care. This is as much as happening worldwide with all of this ripple effect of things having to do with migration. There are people that I would use the word exploit. Have they exploited their own people? Well, have they exploited other people in the past? You have to look at people that are crying victim and sometimes understand that what's happening, that could be their own karmic balancing. Does it mean that God wants it to continue? No, not necessarily. All of this stuff is coming up to be dealt with, to be healed, to be adjusted, to be fixed, to be repaired, to be removed, and to create new. You cannot create new without doing it. These are down to people's reproductive things. They're, menstrual ascension, males with what is called male menopause. Okay, things happen. Things are happening to people that they are very nervous to discuss. On my website, I have quite a few things that kind of break it down, and I discuss and we go over these things to be healed in my sessions and in my webinars. If you're in the habit of, I'm going to tell you this, if your tarot reader isn't pulling an ace of cups and the moon card, that tarot reader is lost in the game. If they're just doing pick a card, that's not very personalized for you. In fact, people have told me things where I'm like, this is just so vague. It's not specific for you at all. It is not giving you specific instructions to help guide you and get you healed. Okay, this is one thing that I've found in any type of healing. And honestly, even if people are released from prisons or released from a job, where is your aftercare? The aftercare is a huge thing. In fact, when people are detoxing, it is the hugest thing. I help you with that because I give you instructions. I have tutorials that you can follow to get yourself up where you need, because only you can maintain your brand new light body. So, we're talking about things that, they seem mysterious. There's a really deep reason. I could tell you what it is. You may not want to hear it. I have people that when I describe my work, if I say something like, well, their parent beat them and when they were 8 years old, broke their rib. And they've carried this wound into adulthood. And the wound melts. The person cries. The person releases. They don't have to forgive that parent. We get it removed and get them up-leveled to love again another day. The message of Twin Flame is not just love. but to love again another day. Let me know if I can help you. I'm Patricia. Thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe and watch for more. Thanks. Bye.